with Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Colorado Rockies. Stay tuned for Rockies baseball next. Antonio Senzatella, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
At the plate, Jarrett Parker. He will lead this one off today. These Rockies guys, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up, and they'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. In time.
Batting second, the center fielder, Michael Conforto.
So striding forward now, Michael Conforto. His career numbers in this matchup, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Senzatella has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down. He's got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The next 0-2. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
Striding into the box, Francisco Lindor, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch coming, here it is. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
1-1 the count now. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Rogers into shallow left. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. David Peterson, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
It's not easy as a rookie to go out there and establish yourself, get the off-speed pitches over, and just try to be the same pitcher that you were in the minor leagues. And one of the big keys, not get ahead of yourself.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, David Dahl.
The pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And this is taken in by Upton for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 1.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. And the pitch. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Hampson is exactly a 1 for 3 hitter. That means a .333 batting average.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Nolan Arenado, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. Nolan Arenado touches them all. Career number 247. And the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
batting fourth.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Bases are empty here with two men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
Here now the 2-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Rockies strike for 1 on the homer by Arenado. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Rockies have the early 1-0 advantage. Stepping up to the plate, Pete Alonso. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, and he's just off the league leading the batting race. He's in the top 5 in that category, but he is out in front in home runs and ribbies, so we'll see if he can make a push for the Triple Crown.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse, a home run. A solo shot here to left, number 36 on the year for him, as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Here's Justin Upton now.
Right fielder, number 10.
A ball and no strikes. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And this is fouled at the plate. Here's the 2-1 home. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Into the box, J.D. Davis, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
First delivery to him on the way. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Nobody out, runner on first. Two and 0 now.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the run will score all the way from first. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Stepping in now, James McCann. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Curveball taken a little high.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
The 2-0 on the way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The 2-1 is a low changeup that's laid off.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Davis leads off second with nobody out. There's ball 4.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good two-sackers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have one of your better hitters.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Dahl's in pursuit, and no one will track it down. First and second here with nobody out. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. 1 there. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So digging in now, David Peterson. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. From the stretch. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box, Jarrett Parker, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. He's set. The 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Ready with the 1-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Michael Conforto would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. He's set the payoff pitch, and he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a wall.
Now batting.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Stepping in, Michael Conforto, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Ball 1, no strikes.
One and 0. Here it is.
No, that's down.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
2 out, bases loaded. Two balls and a strike now. Fouled off. Again, another foul ball.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out. Out in front, gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
The set and the 2-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. 1 run is scored, and he is in there.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker.
Now
2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, and he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Parker rounds the corner and is headed home, and the runner will score from second. Now both runners are across. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Jairo Diaz enters from the pen in just the 2nd inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Diaz.
Now time is barked out by the home plate. So here's Pete Alonso as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. This, of course, his second appearance in the inning as they've now batted around. Bullet back up the middle. Desmond is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Mets are out on top, 7-1. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
0-1 the count. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
First pitch of the at-bat. Brendan Rodgers comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And it could go either way now, I suppose.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 7, the catcher, Elias Diaz.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the catcher, Elias Diaz. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. 2-0. Peterson, originally from the Centennial State of Colorado. He was selected in the first round back in 2017.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys. Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
He's set, and the pitch. Ian Desmond is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. And a quick bluff here over to first, but he'll just stare him back without throwing. 2 out with the man at first. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now.
Fans, it's getting close to back-to-school time here at the ballpark. But there's still time to take in a few more games before that dreaded first bell rings. Individual seats are still available. Or why not pick up a 4 or 6 game mini plan? Perfect for those final few nights of summer vacation. Visit any stadium ticket window for ticket information. Fans, you'll want to make plans to join us next Thursday night for our annual Turn Back the Clock night. We'll have retro ballpark entertainment, $1 sodas and hot dogs, and all fans arriving in costume receive $5 off the regular ticket price. How can you beat that? For tickets, you could send us a telegram or simply visit any ballpark ticket window.
from the stretch. Line drive, fair ball down the line. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Jairo Diaz stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Count now a ball and a strike. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
2 out here and a runner at second. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4. Man, that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
The left fielder,
David Dahl to the plate now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Rockies do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 0-1.
Nope, outside.
None out, runners at first and second. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. He'll score easily, and they're pulling away. They lead by 7.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
So here's Jeff McNeil as it's grounded sharply to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
So here now is the pitcher, David Peterson. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Still only 1 out in the inning. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Here it comes on 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
At the plate, Jarrett Parker, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2 and 2 though.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
He loses him on ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A bare hand for 1. And the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for just the 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. 3 runs already home here. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Digging in, Pete Alonso. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Fouled away. Oh and 1, here it comes. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
The third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
It's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Carlos Estevez is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Carlos Estevez.
Justin Upton will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Behind 0-2 now. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Fastball well outside. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from third. And the second runner's going to hold over at third. So a run scores, and they remain loaded here
Now
with 2 away.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead got even wider.
Now batting.
Into the box now, James McCann.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
Estevez, a 27-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. A long inning as they've hung a 9 spot on him to this point. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. McCann, the former Chicago White Sox, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that
Now
middle
batting,
of the plate. The
number
batter's
8.
eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Standing in now, Jeff McNeil. Pulled toward right center field. Desmond is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Mets lead it 16-2.
The Rockies are due to hit in the 3rd, and they're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. They entered this game near the bottom of the league in both runs scored and batting average, which has led to a lot of criticism of just about everyone involved. One player told me, "We don't deserve a lot of praise for the way we're swinging the bat this year," and that's been a real wake-up call. Most importantly, we expect way better of ourselves, so it's on us as the hitters to work together and figure this out. Back to you guys.
For the Rockies.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Second baseman, number 1.
First pitch on its way. Garrett Hampson is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. To 2-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another try at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here.
Up next for
Trying to
Colorado,
sneak a fastball
the
in
third
on him?
baseman,
No way.
Nolan.
Drives it to deep left center field
Arenado.
gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie.
So one away now in Colorado third, and that'll bring up Charlie Blackmon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The count now at 2-1. One out and a runner on third. Now the 2-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Stepping into the box, Ryan McMahon, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Nope, that's
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A man on third with 2 down.
ball, that's out.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Brendan Rodgers would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3-1 the count now. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Brendan Rodgers bats next. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Right side. And that is into right field. A base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
the catcher, number 35, Elias Diaz.
Elias Diaz the next to hit. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
There's a drive out to left center field. Rogers is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
And from the list of stats you
Now
never want to
batting,
hear if you're a
center
pitcher,
fielder,
we have this.
Ian.
It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Ian Desmond is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Grounded to the right. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. Mets out in front, 16-5. Into the box now, David Peterson. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Desmond is underneath this one. 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jarrett Parker.
At the plate, Jarrett Parker. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied down the left field line. Dahl's in pursuit, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely.
So now to the plate, Michael Conforto. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Behind 0-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
2 out, nobody on. Look out, 2-0 now.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Fouled off. Here's the 2-1 home. Chased a bad ball up out of the zone. 2-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left.
Pitcher.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting. Left
now in the box, David Dahl. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Left side, but well foul. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball.
Now
you
batting.
can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Stepping in now, Garrett Hampson, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. And as you can see, they are way behind. Daniel Bard gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Bard.
New inning set to get underway, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Alonso is retired, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Ready once again, Justin Upton. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Desmond is there to put it away for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Striding in once again, J.D. Davis. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Here comes the first pitch. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Jeff McNeil is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike two.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Davis grabs it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Striding in for the Rockies, Charlie Blackmon. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey. 0-1.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
McMahon.
In now, Ryan McMahon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. The 1-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Center fielder going back to the track. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Home run number 2 for him on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-roll, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out.
Into the box now, Brendan Rodgers. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Mets lead this one 17-6. Now to the plate, the pitcher, David Peterson. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Peterson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Diaz finds it, and the throw is there to record the first out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jarrett Parker. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto. As he'll reach unsuccessfully at a slider away, it's strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And right into the shift, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Yanked fouled off to the right. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Ready for another chance? Elias Diaz. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Elias.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. A ball that's tarrying. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hard on the ground towards short. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll put the brakes on at 3rd. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Lead-off double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
And he fouls this one off. With runners in scoring position this season, Story hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, David Dahl. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, 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 near 100 pitches.
As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Now batting, number 1.
He had 2 men on base, and he delivers a clutch one-out double to bring one home and leave the other 90 feet away. That's what you want from everyone in your lineup, that clutch gene.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the first play is now in order.
Nolan Arenado.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
3-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Here's the 3-2. Grounded back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 7th inning coming up. The Mets are out on top, 17-7. Jake McGee enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit. Right where it is.
Jake McGee.
Francisco Lindor will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Francisco
From the stretch. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Coming in is Blackman. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder.
Well, this guy's off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Justin Upton the next to hit. Lined hard and deep down the left field line. But a foul ball. Now Upton with a swing and a deep drive to left. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
To the plate now, J.B. Davis. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. The 1-1 hit hard back up the middle. Rogers brings it in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, catcher, James McCann.
Julian Fernandez comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Julian Fernandez.
James McCann will be his first assignment down of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out and a runner on second base. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-1 home. Line drive to left. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
At the plate, Jeff McNeil. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Mets out in front, 20-7. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Miguel Castro will come on to take over on the mound now, and he'll hit in the 3rd spot in the lineup as a part of the double switch.
Number 50.
Luis Guillorme is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 13. Luis Guillorme.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball foul down the left side. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 delivery. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Ryan McMahon is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Davis brings it in. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Into the box now, Luis Guillorme. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And now pitch on the way. The 0-1. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, the left fielder, Garrett Parker.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. One out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Giving chase is Dahl. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Conforto.
So coming to the plate, Michael Conforto. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here comes, fouled away. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Conforto brings a batting average just a little over the .250 mark. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And that's in there, base hit. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Mets lead this one. Standing in now, Elias Diaz.
For the Rockies.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Ian Desmond.
At the plate, Ian Desmond. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Edwin Diaz answers the call now looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Edwin Diaz.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. 7 runs, 11 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Upton's after it. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Julian.
Daniel Murphy will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for the Rockies, number 9. Daniel.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. 249 the average coming in. 8 home runs and 36 RBIs.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Hard hit ball to second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now batting, left fielder.
And now, David Dahl, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
7 runs on 12 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. Mets bullpen able to stem the tide. We've played 8 full. The Mets are out on top, 20-7. Scott Ober enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
45, Scott.
So here's the Mets pitcher,
Over.
Edwin Diaz, and he might actually get a chance to hit here. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Des Cameron will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here.
Cameron.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Comes in with an average of 265, 2 home runs, and 19 driven in. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Here he comes on 2-0. Lays off, and it's 3-0. Cameron is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays. 3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Stepping up now, Pete Alonso. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
A runner at first with no outs here. Line towards center field. There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out. Riding in, Justin Upton. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch on its way to Upton. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Cameron blows through the stop sign, headed for home, and he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double to drive in another run. This guy is a money run producer.
So now to the plate, J.D. Davis. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as the blowout continues. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games.
Oh, and 1, here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Still only 1 out in the inning. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
He's set, and the pitch. Jeff McNeil stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1 and 2.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Mets out in front, 23-7. Jerry's Familia is into the ball game as part of that double switch, as he'll take over on the mound and in the 2 spot in the lineup. Daz Cameron is the new center fielder after coming on as a pinch hitter during the last half inning. In now for Colorado, Garrett Hampson starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now the 0-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Nolan Arenado comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Ball 2 now. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. Bases are empty, one man out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Stepping in now, Ryan McMahon. No balls and a strike to count. Now the 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Ryan McMahon. Last strike now for Colorado. Popped up. McCann over to his right, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
23-7 in this ball game today. The New York Mets host road win number 40 on the year. David Peterson gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Antonio Senzatella allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.